This is weird. What's going on, gang? I'm the Blue Ranger, and we're gonna talk about that experiment I did where I spent $100 on Sterling packages. This is really funny. I'm gonna take off the webcam, and it's gonna be really confusing for you guys for a while here while you figure out that I'm not talking right now the way that it looks like I am in the picture, but I want you guys to be able to see what I was doing while I discuss this. So basically, here was the premise of what I did. I spent $100 of my hard-earned money on Sterling packages, not Sterling silver packages, Sterling packages. The Sterling treasure boxes have been going under a great deal of controversy because a lot of people wanted to call it a pay-to-win system, saying that we should be genuinely concerned about the direction in which this game is going because of the threat of the hold that Activision has on it. We've all seen Activision do sketchy things in the past that make us kind of concerned with where Destiny's going in the future, but at the end of the day, I think that Bungie is an important business partner to Activision. I mean, I don't think that. I know that. Activision wants to work with Bungie, and therefore Bungie does have some leverage. When they say we're going to keep it cosmetic, I think they mean it. Now, I spent all this money, and there was two main things that people were concerned about. The rolls that came on the weapons, and the packages that also came with it. The buffs, the increased, what the heck are they called? The reputation boosters that you got for, you could get one for Crucible, for Vanguard, and for the House of Judgment with Varix. I'm not particularly proud of that moment of the stream. However, that being said, I did open up a number of packages. So on my Titan, I opened up about 25 boxes, $50 worth. On my Hunter, I did about 35, I would say, dollars worth. So somewhere, I don't know, do the math, 18 boxes on there, and the rest I did on my Warlock. Pretty much once I got a full set of my Titan is, I don't really like the term main, but I use my Titan a lot for other things, or for just running around the worlds. My Titan is usually my fallback, and for running raids and things because the bubble is so useful. So I wanted to make sure it had the gear, and then went to my Hunter, and then lastly my measly Warlock. I will say I did not like how the HUD disabled popped up every time you came in and out of your menu. At the end of the day, it kind of just felt like they were reminding me of something that visually I should have been able to figure out on my own. Anyway, so I opened up all these boxes, and what I really came to find out is that almost all of the gear that dropped, and I'm talking a vast majority of it, had PvE rolls. Almost everything came with rolls that were directed towards Minions of the Darkness. Gaining extra super from using heavy on Minions of the Darkness, and using or having Void double kills and stuff, which I know can be used in Crucible, but it gives you a short burst of agility, and it is much more frequent in the PvE realm of this game. That being said, all of the rolls seem to be more heavily favored towards the PvE side of this game. And there were a couple of things that dropped. Like, I got a lot of boots that had sniper reload speed, or sniper, it might have been sniper ammo. Yeah, there's an edge to that, I suppose, but if you're a serious player, you already have that gear. You already have gear that has all the rolls on it that you want. So I don't feel like I've done anything differently here, because just today I ran the Challenge of the Elders. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many times I ran. I want to say 3 or 4 groups up to 90, so that's about 12 runs. I don't know how many pairs of boots I got with sniper reload speed or sniper ammo or whatever it is. Like, I constantly am getting this armor, and I'm getting it for free in droves. So I don't think that these packages really affected the game all that much. If you really sit there and think about it, I can understand how it might make you uncomfortable, but it doesn't affect your game. It's not gonna the armor rolls seem like such a smaller issue to me because there's nothing really to be gained. Everyone has this armor. Blues drop with similar rolls to these, so I'm not too concerned with this armor. At the end of the day, my Titan looks badass. For $100 I'd hope so. So I think that I did exactly what they were hoping. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Now my Titan is super cool looking, and I'm really excited about it. And I am. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. I think my Titan looks awesome. He is, you know, with the Infinite Link shader and all the blue chroma that I put on it, that guy looks like he's straight out of Dead Space and ready to tear some shit up. It is awesome. And again, for $100, it should look fucking awesome. And in fact, my perfect Spectre Titan set of armor, I don't know, I think I have shotgun reload on my gauntlets, and I don't use shotguns anymore. I'm a PvE player. I love snipers. But I wanted that set of armor, and that's the rolls that I got. Oh well, I think the only other ones that I kept were hand cannon, and they were the Taken armor. I'm not a huge... Frankly, I'll just comment that I don't care for the Taken armor. I wish it was a shader. I don't really care for the Prison of Elders armor as it is, so when they made the old Prison of Elders armor into Taken armor, it was like, okay, so I'm forced to use armor I didn't like in the first place in order to look Taken, and the Taken element itself just seems hokey. It reminds me of Glowhoo, and how at least Glowhoo said, hey, look at me, I did this thing, I completed the hard mode Crota raid, and look at me. And if you were one of the first people to get it, that was exciting, but if you weren't one of the first people to get it, it was just a thing. You put it on, you ran around the tower with it for a few seconds, and then you were like, this is kind of ugly. I think the Taken armor is going to be like that, and of all the time I've spent playing this game since the reset, and I've been running around in the tower, I've only seen a couple of people wearing it, and I think that that's because, all in all, it's going to be fun for a bit, and everyone's going to get sick of it, because there's nothing special about it. Everyone can get it. It's not hard to get. It all looks exactly the same. It doesn't do anything for me. If you love it, that's the coolest thing in the world. I'm super stoked for you. But it's just not my thing. So for me, I wanted the Spectre armor, and the Spectre armor that I got didn't even roll with exactly the perks that I would want. So right there, for $50 on my Titan, I couldn't get the set that I wanted. Then I put the other 36 or whatever it was that I put onto my Hunter, and I have a full set of Spectre, except I don't have the cloak. I don't have a Spectre cloak for my Hunter, and I am completely out of packages. So, regardless of what the rolls are, which I don't even remember because I haven't used them, but I did pick the best rolls out of everything that I could, but I definitely had to sacrifice something on that character. I don't remember what. I think my chest might be sidearm or something, which I don't use sidearms, but it was what I got. I didn't get everything I wanted, and I didn't even get the cloak that I wanted. So, and because I don't like the Taken cloak even a little bit, I've defaulted back to my Kingsfall cloak because it actually looks pretty good with my completely red set of, well, it's once again, it's the Infinite Link shader with red chroma. I do like that I have all the chroma to play with, but again, for $100, I better fucking have all the chroma I want to play with. My Warlock barely got anything. I think I may have gotten a full set of Spectre gear, but they're all like completely random rolls and not that good. So I continue to get more stuff when I got the packages from the Challenge of the Elders, or no, that was just the regular 41 Prison of Elders you got that from. I never got my free packages. I know that that's something that they're working on, and hopefully they patch those in, but on Xbox One and PS4 I didn't get those packages that were supposed to be at the Postmaster, and I'm not really that upset about it because I just got all that stuff anyway. But with the ones that the one that I did get, I got even more stuff, and you know, whatever. Now, I will point out, there is the one other thing, moving on away from the armor, that is worth bringing up in this video, not worth, but necessary to bring up in this video, and that would be the boosters. I was fairly surprised to see how many boosters dropped and in which categories they dropped in. I had 5 Vanguard boosters drop total, which to me seemed like the right amount. for opening 50 packages, having 5 boosters drop for Vanguard, that seemed like the right pace in which it should be dropping. So that didn't bother me. I figured, okay, these boosters are great, and they can be used for an exploit, I'm sure. I don't know what it is, I don't know if it exists, but I'm sure there's a way to exploit it, so I can see there being an issue with that in order to gain more weapons and or armor. But I just wanted to, obviously this was an experiment. However, moving forward, I think I ended up with 20 Crucible and close to 30 House of Judgment boosters. And so that does seem a little excessive, which means I was getting 1 or 2 in almost every single drop that or every single package that I opened. And that just seems like an awful lot. So I was kind of thinking about that as I I don't know how I feel about it yet. Is it pay to win? I don't think so. I don't think it's pay to win, because the way that it works is you either have to get these randomly as your drops weekly, or you pay for them. And you have a chance at them. So let's say I needed Vanguard. What I wanted was Vanguard, and I got 5. I don't care about Crucible. I don't play Crucible that much. Now, the House of Judgment I will play, and the rolls have been good, but I really want the Vanguard weapons that are dropping. And a friend of mine got something from the Crucible that was really good, but what I really, really wanted was the Vanguard stuff. So the point I'm trying to make here is what I wanted, I got the least of. So I got 1 out of every 10 that I pulled, I got a Vanguard. I really wanted Vanguard, and I got kind of shafted on those. So you have to buy these packages and hope that you get what you want. Then if you get what you want, you have to level up let's say it's Crucible, or no, we'll just do what I want. Let's say it's Vanguard. Now you have to use those to level up Vanguard, which today I turned in 12 Vanguard bounties. 12 of them, with a booster turned on, and it didn't even go up halfway on the Vanguard, the tree, or the circle there. It didn't even fill half the circle. So there's still a lot of XP to go in order to level up the Vanguard. Another full 12, which was 2 days worth of bounties. So that's a lot. That is a whole lot of bounties to turn in and not even hit a rank. It was still more than it used to be, but it's not like I was just handed it. So now I've used one, turned in a bunch of bounties, did a couple of activities, and I still didn't hit a rank. And that was one of the 5 that I had. Now let's say that I had full 16 bounties, was just getting in a fire team to do Nightfalls and heroic strikes and yada yada yada. Let's say that that's what I was going to be doing, and I hit that rank. Now I have to cross my fingers and hope that what I get is a perfect roll of the gun that I'm looking for. Now, if you're saying to me that buying a package that gives you a chance at a booster, that gives you a chance at getting another package, that gives you a chance at a weapon, that gives you a chance at a good roll is pay to win, well, I guess we just view these things as a fundamentally differently, because that to me doesn't sound like pay to win. That sounds like an extreme gambling measure. I personally think there's no way this system could be considered pay to win. I've experienced it firsthand. I'm going to be eating ramen noodles for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I don't know, but I really wanted to perform this experiment for both myself and for the community to see what I see in this. And I think now that the update has dropped, that a lot of people are starting to understand that in no way is it pay to win. You shouldn't give people a hard time for buying these because they want the gear. Let them buy it. Who cares? If you're that upset, it means that you wish you had it and you're jealous, and that's okay. I'm jealous of people who have awesome Hawksaw rolls back when pulse rifles were the meta, and I'm still jealous of people who didn't break down their Queen's sniper from the Queen's Wrath event in the second week that Destiny was out because I didn't know anything about it and figured I don't need this anymore. I'm jealous of decisions I've made, things I don't have, experiences I missed, things like that all the time in this game. And if I could go back and buy that exotic emblem from Trials of Osiris in year 1, you bet your ass I would, because I never got it. If I could go back and buy that Queen Sniper from that first event, I would do it in a heartbeat, because I would want that weapon back. Now, granted, it would be, let me clarify that before people go, you would buy a weapon? It would be a year 1 weapon. It would be okay in regular Crucible, but besides that, it's more of a collector thing for me. It has nothing to do with it being a powerful weapon. It's just that it's so fucking rare. That's it. I don't go, let me be clear. If Bungie were to ever go into selling weapons, other than selling weapon skins, if you could buy a skin for your weapon, I'm all for it. But if they sold Vex Mythoclast with a new skin on it, and if you had Vex already, you could buy it, I'd be fine with that, because you've already obtained the weapon. I'm okay with it. You're basically paying for a paint job on the weapon you already have. Cool. But if they start selling auto rifles with perfect rolls that come at a higher light or something like that, I'm out. I'm done. I will walk away from this game in a heartbeat. I will not support that kind of activity in a game that I've poured my life into. I will fight it, but I won't play it while I fight against it. When they take that out, then I will go back. But I would never play this game if they offered up a pay-to-win method, which this is not. And I tested it, I put $100 into a free update, and it's clearly not pay-to-win. So, folks, I hope that this has been enlightening, at least to some extent, to people within the community who were concerned, because I don't think there's anything for us to be concerned about. And I really hope that there's something to be gained from this, which is that we should trust Bungie a little bit more than we have recently. I think Bungie's a good company. I think Activision has the potential to be monsters. I think Activision has the chance to ruin gaming for gamers and has the potential to really destroy something we all love. But luckily, I think we have Bungie on our side, and I don't think Bungie will do that, because at the same time, there's contracts that are signed, there's paperwork that's gone through, and there's agreements that we don't even know about between Bungie and Activision. But Activision needs Bungie as much as Bungie needs Activision. So I believe that if Bungie remains in control of this game, that we will be fine. And that this game will never see a pay-to-win system, because the way the community would react, the way the developer and their live team and everybody seems to talk in these live streams, and Deej and Cosmo, the way that they interact with people, they care. Bungie cares. Activision, they want to get into your wallet. Bungie wants to sit down on the couch and play Destiny with you. So if you want to play Destiny with Bungie, then keep playing Destiny with Bungie, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to enjoy this game, and I am not going to worry about a slippery slope. I am not going to worry about something that might happen, and I'm not going to concern myself with things that haven't happened. I'm going to concern myself with the things that I know, that I love, and that I can see firsthand, and so far, there is nothing for me to worry about. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please tell me what you think. If you have a different opinion from mine, please share it. Let's be adults and talk about this, though. Let's try not to scream at each other. Let's not call names. Let's have a real discussion, because I've seen both sides of this community, both the really passionate, caring, intellectual, just like well-versed community that the majority of us are, that want this game to be better, with strong thoughts and strong feelings. But I've also seen the side of the Destiny community where people are just unhappy and angry and lashing out. Let's not lash out here. Let's use this as a forum to discuss how we feel about these systems without fighting. Let's have a discussion. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Seriously, thumbs up, thumbs down, either way. Let me know what you think. I want to know. I do. Even if you think everything I just said is just horrid and wrong and just garbage, tell me. But let's do it as adults. So, of course, guys, you can check this kind of stuff out on my Twitch page, Monday through Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Weekends are a toss-up, so check me out at I'm the Blue Ranger on Twitter. And everybody, take care of one another. Don't get so caught up in things that haven't happened yet. And I'll catch you next time.